Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Q and Colb time. We're gonna be a quick 2 hours today. I promise y'all. I got the timer set up. We're gonna be quick. We're gonna be quick. You know, if
we're not.
You don't close this out in a tight 2, I will watch the first episode of Solo Level, and this is how you know I'm serious. Yeah. See how changed.
Oh, see. He said he gonna watch anime if we don't get out of here in 2.
Yeah, so we about to be out here 90 minutes. Okay. We do got a lot to talk about. I saw who put John Cena in the title of the video. Was that Curtis? Was that Curtis work or Cole work?
I thought that was you.
That was not me.
That was me. I'll put it in there.
All right, Curtis, man. Talk about let's get the ball rolling. Did on John Cena, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, he's 17, man. He's unofficially the GOAT. You gotta talk about it.
I forget, right? Because there is a little Curtis is not that much younger than us, but he's a little bit younger than me. And you were definitely the age of person when John Cena was on top that was like, nah, we love John Cena. I was one of them people booing that motherfucker in 2012. I remember I went to WrestleMania 27 and booed him relentlessly. And was excited for the Miz to win. So I don't have this love for John Cena that people 5. How old are you, Curtis?
I'm 27.
Yeah, you 3 years younger than me? I just don't have that love for him. Because that was not something that I did at all. But what you feel about the Cole? Because I know you a John Cena guy.
Hey, man, the GOAT got 17. I just want to put it out there real quick, though. That match was terrible.
Yeah, man, I wasn't watching it.
That match was probably, you know what? It made me gain respect for Cody Rhodes. Because I was like, yo, he is doing his absolute best to sell this right. He's doing his absolute best.
Matches? Or was it just bad booking?
It was a combination of bad booking and a little bit of predictability because I already knew towards the middle of it, I'm like, oh no, they're about to knock out the ref and some bullshit.
See, that happens in every Cody Rhodes match, even going back to AEW, where the ref gets knocked out and then fucking Arn Anderson and a bunch of people run down the ring, hit a bunch of finishers. You get the Cody bullshit. It's kind of fun when it happens once or twice a year. I don't know how often it's been happening in WWE, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I remember watching at AEW, this going to hit way harder in WWE than it do here, because we're not here for this at all at AEW.
It's that was probably the least entertaining actual wrestling match of WrestleMania. Yeah, but it was the GOAT getting 17. So I was like, you know what? I can deal with it. I could pretend it was all right.
Nah, I don't watch all 16 of the title runs he had before. I remember I hated every single one of them. Well, not every single one. I hated 4 through 12. That was the reign of terror for John Cena, where he just wasn't letting nobody win back in the day. So I don't know. John Cena's dominance over wrestling is certainly interesting because nobody really wanted him to be the guy except for nobody in the hardcore community really wanted him to be the guy until they started respecting him in 2018, 2017. It's weird this Renaissance era John Cena is going through because it used to be ruthless about this man back in the day, about how he doesn't belong there. But the same shit happened with Roman Reigns, right? Where Roman was shat on relentlessly, and now people kind of like him again. We'll see how that goes as he becomes a part-time guy. But yeah, it is interesting to see how WWE has changed over the years from the outside looking in.
Yeah, it's just I had to guess it. The best match was actually Rhea,
Bianca.
And Bianca. That was
I gotta go check that out. Yeah, all 3 of them can go.
Yeah, that was a good.
That's gonna go. they get that 20 minutes. That's gonna go. That's gonna be cool.
That was dope.
I saw Summer Night 1. It was the Jey Uso match versus who was Jey Uso wrestling? Walter?
Gunther.
Oh, Walter, man. But yeah, he beat. It's so hard for me to call that man Gunther. Walter in like 10 minutes. It was a pretty fun opener. The Jade and Naomi match, I thought should have been way longer, but I don't know if they trust Jade to go that long. That felt like it should have been no holds barred. Like somebody should have went through a table. All the story they had, because the story package was amazing for that match. Like I was like, okay, this should be like a little, like kind of like a Triple H Undertaker WrestleMania 17 kind of like death brawl. It was a good match. It was just short. I thought it could have been longer for the story. What other match? I skipped through a bunch of other shit. So like I didn't want to Fatu match.
Yeah, that one. Jacob Fatu, if he could play football, he would. Hey, put him on my team.
Hey man, listen, Jacob Fatu is a star, bro. Like he's a star, bro.
I watched more of him because I was fast forward. I thought it was Black Bray Wyatt. Because I was like, wow, this is Bray Wyatt because he kind of looked like him.
No, bro.
He good. I've seen some of him in MLW when he was in Major League Wrestling, but
he's good. Like
they really got Tamatanga still over there in WWE.
Yeah, Thomas still over there.
What's he doing? Is he in the Bloodline storyline anymore? Or is he just kind of like?
It's just him and Solo right now. I don't know what else they're doing. I don't know what they're gonna go with that.
I think the Bloodline. I mean, the Bloodline era is officially over now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, with Paul Heyman doing that thing to him. That main event, I thought that was really good too on night one. It's funny though, they stay giving CM Punk the fake main event. Like they stay giving that because he was the main event on night one.
Yeah, he was. He was the main event.
That's not the main event. That's not the main event. For CM Punk. Because it's funny they were like making it out to be like this main event for him. And I remember his beef was like, y'all keep calling it the main event, but it's not the last show of the last match of WrestleMania. So I don't consider it the main event. But now it's the main event because it's the last match of the night. I don't know. Don't feel like the main event to me. But that was a really good match. I thought Paul Heyman acted really well in that. The twist was fun, right? It was executed really well. What else happened in that one? Seth Rollins is fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah.
When he turned that spear into a pedigree, I don't know if he's done that before, but I was like, oh yeah, that's top 5 right there. Fuck, my bad.
No, last night with Braun Breaker.
Oh.
Yeah, him
Braun Breaker is another person. Yeah, hey Braun.
Yeah.
Put him at middle linebacker. Let's see what happens. Even though
Braun could go, bro. Like Braun could go.
See ya. Just throw him over to see.
They need to change his last name to Steiner now, too, by the way.
Nah, Braun Breaker go harder than Braun Steiner.
But he is Steiner, though. He was doing the Steiner math. He was doing the Steiner math and everything.
He could do the Steiner math and do the Big Papa Pump, right? He could be Big Papa Pump, Braun Breaker. But, like, I ain't gonna lie, Braun Breaker go harder than Braun Steiner. Like let that shit happen if he ever goes somewhere else. It's not gonna feel right, though.
Man, I was like, yeah, they gotta lean into like the style. He gotta come out with a tiger at some point. He got to. He gotta come out with a he gotta come out with a tiger at some point.
Is he from Florida?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
The whole Steiner family gives massive Florida vibes. I think they're originally from Detroit, but like they feel like people who've lived in Florida for a while.
He was born in Georgia.
North Florida. Okay. What part of Georgia? What city?
He was born in Woodstock, Georgia.
Ooh, okay, he from Florida. Okay. Is it below Atlanta and Athens? It's Savannah. That's Florida. I think you get to that point. But yeah, I thought WrestleMania was cool this year. I ain't really.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad.
It was all right.
How long they been putting all these goddamn ads at WrestleMania? Like, is that new?
I think since they, got in business with TKO, I think, more ads have been not like more ads, but
Brother,
like more,
I saw ads on the fucking turnbuckles. It was a different one on every turnbuckle.
yeah,
I was
I've been
like, this
noticing
is
that a lot
shameless.
lately.
Like, they had 9 ads on the back. They had a prime setup and then like 14 ads on the apron. I'm like, dog, this is fucking shameless. Like, and then in the corner, like, this match is brought to you by Clash of Clans. And then they had somebody dress up as a Clash of Clans character to sell it. I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, y'all. This is too much. Like, I get it. The event's $5, right? Because it's Peacock membership. And you got ads playing in the middle of it. But, dude, everything was monetized. Everything. That was shocking to me. I didn't know they were. Do they do that for like their regular PLEs now?
Yeah, they're doing a lot more because I think in the middle of the ring they were promoting a video game called Fatal Fury, and I'm like, God, yeah, man, they really
like a mobile title, right?
No, it's not a mobile title. It's like
not a mobile title.
No, it's a console game. It's a fighting game.
Oh, well, okay, that's why I don't know about it.
Yeah, but they have really been shoving these ads down our face. I'm like, the ads are cool, but if I'm seeing it like every 5 seconds, I'm like, y'all getting a little bit OD now.
Hey, the storylines must be good in WWE now that nobody is bitching about that kind of stuff, because they used to bitch about less like 10 years ago. And it was usually because the story wasn't good that they would complain about the other shit. Because I remember the first time they did like a sponsor, like in the middle of a pay-per-view, that shit was mass controversy. But yeah, it must be good if y'all just watching them ads like that. Because I was like, it's crazy. I hadn't watched a full WWE pay-per-view since like 2018. So when I tuned in and I saw all that shit, I was like, wow, it's different.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, except for the like the Cena and Cody match was really the only one that wasn't like good to me.
It just was underwhelming for a lot of things.
How good was a match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes ever gonna be though? Because like Cody Rhodes is not a bad wrestler, but Cody Rhodes is most certainly somebody you want to put in there that could wrestle with somebody.
Yeah, I also I like getting the belt off Cody though, because you get the belt off Cody and he got to try to get the belt again. I think that makes more sense. Obviously, you have to make sure John gets 17. I wonder who's going to be the one to take the belt off of John for his last match.
Yeah, there's nobody who makes narrative sense that I could think of.
I mean, they got a while because his last match is going to be in December, so I don't know what PLE is going to be. So they have options.
Ain't no way his last match ain't gonna be a WrestleMania, right?
No, it's not going to be in WrestleMania.
His last match is probably going to be. You think they do Randy?
God, don't do Randy.
No, him and Randy are probably going to go at it at Backlash, and then SummerSlam they gonna find somebody. Then towards like October, November, we'll figure it out later. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do though. Honestly,
it was interesting to see if people get excited about John Cena, Randy Orton again, because like they tried to make that Rock Austin so hard. It never hit to me. I never liked watching the motherfuckers wrestle each other. Like, I don't remember one John Cena, Randy Orton match. I'd rather see John Cena versus Punk. Them motherfuckers got something together. Like, every John Cena versus Punk match goes. It'd be interesting because, like, they're both heels now, right? Are they? What the fuck is CM Punk right now?
I don't think CM Punk's a heel right now.
He's not a heel right now. Maybe a baby face. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe CM Punk. That'd probably be the best match you can get and like the most history you could throw behind it.
But the thing is, CM Punk got to deal with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, so it's gonna be different for that.
Yeah, they're gonna have a whole new faction though. I wonder who else they're gonna get to team up with Rollins and Braun in this new
They've been
faction.
saying, I've been seeing people say maybe Carmelo Hayes, maybe, I don't know. It could happen. Or they just keep it those two and they figure it out. I mean, there are a lot of options they can go with. Maybe Melo
They
gets
gotta
it.
add like 2 or 3 guys into this thing.
Oh, it makes sense. I know they got Aleister Black coming back on Friday. I don't know. Well, cool.
Someone said Austin Theory. I'm like, makes no sense. Like, no.
Nah, it's not gonna be.
Buddy Matthews is in AEW right now.
Soul Train in the comments said Trick Williams. No, that doesn't make sense either.
Why y'all trying to make all the interested brothers from NXT team up with this dude? Like, can't they be on their own?
Well, Trick is probably going to get the main call up eventually.
I know, like he a solo act. I don't need him in the group. Like,
yeah, he can't start off in a group.
Yeah, like the group startup, man. Like that is like you draft the quarterback, you want to develop him, right? Like that's not somewhere you put someone you think can play right away. I think he can play right away.
I'm trying to think who else would be good in the group.
Becky Lynch.
No, she got her. No,
she got her own thing on.
We'll figure it out. But we are running a tight ship today. So anything else on WrestleMania?
You know what? Put Jacob Fatu in the group. put him in the group just because.
AJ Styles. Oh, AJ Styles scene would be fun. Can AJ Styles still wrestle like I remember? Like, is he still like that in the ring?
I don't. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Someone in the comments said Jey Uso. I'm like, no, doesn't make a lot of sense there.
Oh, are they gonna put Logan Paul in the group?
I mean,
all right, let's move on to the next topic.
Because now I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, Logan probably makes the most sense.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next topic. We have a strict no Logan Paul rule on this channel.
Do we have a strict no Logan Paul?
We don't talk about the Paul brothers on this show. Let's go ahead. What's the next topic gonna be? Let's go through the playoffs, man. Because I think the results from what we've seen so far in the playoffs has been interesting. We'll start with your boys. The Los Angeles Lakers went down 0-1 versus Minnesota. Colb, worried or not worried? Are we in we good territory with LeBron and Luka, or is this a bit concerning?
I think I saw a stat that said like Bron and Luka are both like 0 for whatever in like season opening games.
Season opening games?
I mean, like opening games of playoffs. Opening game of the playoffs.
How recent is this streak? Because LeBron, this must be a Laker LeBron thing. Because I don't remember him ever losing the first game in Miami or Cleveland.
Yeah, he's been losing the first game in playoff series for a while. Luka has 2, to be completely honest with you. So like, I'm not worried. They play today. I'll see what happens today and then go from there. But I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that worried.
I'm not worried about it.
It's Minnesota. Right.
Like if they lose this game, obviously
it's Minnesota and they shot what 50 from 3?
Something like that.
Yeah, that ain't happening again. They snuck one off on you. Now on the side of teams that I think I would be worried if I were them, the New York Knicks are at the top of that list. Where I'm like, you sunned them in game 1. And I was like, oh, that might be it for the Pistons. And then they dominated the game. They almost choked up the lead again, but then they ended up finishing that game. And I was like, oh, I think New York's in trouble because now they have confidence that they can do it in New York.
I just got to see how game 3 goes.
It seems like it's been obvious throughout the bulk of the quarters of these games, that like Detroit's better.
K is the best player in the series.
For sure.
But they've had this weird like blowing lead thing. They got lucky yesterday because they really should have lost that game. But like,
though, So does New York. Like, like these are both teams that cannot be trusted with the 20-point lead. So like, I don't think New York really gets the edge. Like if this were Boston or something, I would see it. But New York, yeah, like they're just as prone to be unserious about this whole thing. And what I thought was really impressive was that Detroit got that win last night, and they got some abysmal performances from some players they rely on. Like what, Tim Hardaway went 0 for 8.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad.
They didn't get didn't take a great game from Detroit to be able to keep New York down 10 pretty much the whole time and then close it out on the road. And look, they're going to blow leads in the playoffs early at Madison Square Garden because that shit's tough to get used to. We've lived it with the Cavs. But now that they're going home, I mean, like if Detroit wins these next 2 games, I see no reason why Detroit can't win these next 2 games.
They probably should, but if they don't,
because
you can't go back to New York and this series is tied. You know what I'm saying? Like
and win the series. Like I don't think New York's a threat. Like I think the thing also is like the longer the series goes, the more and more you're gonna realize it. Well, the more and more it's gonna become a wall that New York runs up against that they have no depth.
That's true. And Cat played really, really, really bad that last game. Like terribly though.
Cat gives and Cat takes.
like they needed him to be really good, and he just was not.
That's New York's ultimate issue is that like in order for them to make any noise, they need Cat to be consistently great on top of Jalen Brunson playing out of his mind. And that's just a combination of 2 things that's hard to guarantee for a 7-game series.
Plus, I hate what Jalen Brunson is doing every game. Just the flopping and the foul. I hate it.
Bro, he posted somebody up and got a foul call where he put his shoulder into his face. And I was like, this is nuts. Okay.
I was like, you got to get this out the game, bro. Like, you have to get this out of basketball. It's terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think New York's in big trouble, to be honest with you. Because, like, I don't think they've been the better team in either of these games. You know, I think experience got the better of the Detroit Pistons. And, you know, we know JB. Sometimes JB get that lemon booty in the 4th quarter where he just don't know what to fucking do. Where it's like, oh, shit, they going on a run. I'm going to keep them out there. I'm not going to call timeout. Like, we know the dumb JB shit that happens in those kind of moments. And I'm like, all right, man, like, that's what happened. I don't really think it was like, oh, New York woke up. I don't think New York has a wake up. They remind me of the Eagles from 2 years ago where I'm like, they're going to get smacked by somebody. And they probably going to get sniped in the first round. I don't have very much confidence in them. And like, this is Madison Square Garden, the first 2 games in MSG. Like, this is supposed to be a big boost for them. And they lost one of those games. Like, that's not supposed to happen for New York. They were supposed to win both these games and keep Detroit at arm's length. And the opposite has happened where, honestly, Detroit should be up 2-0 right now.
They should. They really should.
Like, they're the better team so far. So I think New York's the team I'm like, you should be concerned. The Memphis Grizzlies, I don't know if they should be concerned because I don't know if they ever thought they was going to win in the first place.
That series is already over.
That shit is done. By the way, yeah, might be a long playoff for anybody who was like, well, okay, CA for real.
I don't even think it's going to be a long playoff. Like, they just got by far the easiest matchup that you could possibly get.
Want to be there,
like they got by far the easiest matchup of any team in the West. Like, they are so happy they don't have to play. Like, they don't have to play the Timberwolves. They don't have to play the Warriors, which is really, they're probably like, thank God we have to play the Warriors.
Having to play this version of the Memphis Grizzlies, because I understand Memphis Grizzlies are a 50-win team or close to a 50-win team, right? So on paper, it looks like a really tough matchup. But the version of the Memphis Grizzlies right now we are getting is the I want to fucking go home Grizzlies right now. They don't want to be here. They won in the play-in by default because the only team in the world that wanted to be here less than the Grizzlies was the goddamn Dallas Mavericks. Historic. Hey, let's just go home. Let's get our draft pick and let's go home.
Yeah, we just trying to get up out of here, dog. We don't even care for real.
Yeah, like nah. We need to end this season. If I see the camera pointed at Nico one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like the season needs to end. So y'all can move on to doing other shit. Yeah, they don't want to be there. It's a wrap. And similarly, I think it's a wrap for Houston. I know it's early. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I saw Jalen Green be their go-to guy in that fourth quarter. I was like, this team has no shot.
Curtis heard Jalen Green and pulled up immediately. Go ahead, Curtis.
Somebody said Jalen Green looks like he ain't never on time for anything. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why that's true, but it is.
I remember Rockets fans talking so much cash money shit saying, oh, we got Jalen Green. Y'all got Evan Mobley. I'm like, Evan Mobley's better. And we're finding out now that Jalen Green ain't it. Like, the Rockets offense to me is just atrocious in the half court. It's like none of them can generate their own shot. Like, everyone was saying, oh, don't sleep on Houston. This is a really great team. I'm like, they're kind of cooked against the Warriors because the Warriors have guys like Steph and Jimmy that can create their own shot and create it consistently. Houston doesn't have that. Like,
they make the Orlando Magic look like the KD Warriors. Like, that's how little they got going on in the half court.
Do you know how they win games? They've been winning games all year because they're the most athletic team in the NBA. Like, by far, to me,
it's got to be pure effort.
Right? Yeah, and they get a ton of offensive rebounds, and they play really good defense. But if you watch them play, like they try to get as many offensive rebounds and as many putbacks as they possibly can. I think they had 22 offensive rebounds in that game against the Warriors, and they still lost because they can't score. Like they can't score. They can't do it.
Oh, can I point this out? Jalen Green might be the worst second chance shooter I've ever seen in my life because he is the most predictable guy. Every time he misses a three, they get the rebound, they kick it back to him. He does this move every time where he pump fakes and then he goes to the hoop and it just flails his arms up and throws the ball up at the hoop. And I'm like, what the fuck is he thinking? Every time that he does, because the Warriors don't even react to the pump anymore. They're like, oh, he's going to pump and go to the hoop. He has no bag.
I'm not gonna go on my Jalen Green rant because I'm in a group chat with some
primary scorer in the playoffs.
I'm in a group chat with some dudes who've been trying to tell me that Jalen Green was like next up and all this other stuff all season. And every step of the way, I was like, I'm telling y'all right now, he is not like that. He's not like that at all. Bro. He's not good. He's not. There were
moments in the Orlando Celtics game where I'm like, man, Paolo's like that. I ain't never felt that way watching Jalen Green. Maybe I haven't watched enough. Maybe Jalen Green shows us something tonight. But man, if that like him and Sengun are your primary scorer, and Sengun, I don't know, can he shoot? Because it doesn't seem like he can fucking shoot. He didn't shoot nothing in crunch time. And Fred VanVleet, that's who they leaning on.
VanVleet was awful. He was 2 of 13.
So bad, dog. I was like, damn, let's see what Dylan Brooks could do with the ball. Like, that's how bad it was. I was watching it hoping, man, well, Dylan Brooks had 30 that one time. Like, let's see what he could do. They're
not like that. He's like, Jalen Green is not like that. They not like that. They need to make a trade in the offseason. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, they need to move for somebody. They need to.
They got too many. They got too many young players, and some of the dudes that they paying money to, like they gave Jalen Green the max, kind of, sort of. So, like, they need to get rid of him.
They look like a team that's going to have a lot of players that you're going to see in the league in a few years, and you're going to be like, man, I remember when he was on the Rockets. He's a really good role player. Like, but I don't think they got like a single dude on that team. Am I like? I don't think I'm wrong on that. Like,
you're not wrong on that.
No, you're not wrong. It's like they got a bunch of dudes, but they don't have that dude on the team. It's just a bunch of dudes. That's it. And speaking of offensive rebounds, they had the Rockets had 22.
LeBron could go far with, like in his like early days. like that's the kind of team LeBron could carry to do something with. Just
but the
role players.
Yeah, but the Rockets had what 22 offensive rebounds, and the Warriors
Okay,
had
so
6.
I was right. Yeah, 22 offensive rebounds, and they still lost.
And the worst thing about it was that we had to hear all this glaze for Draymond's defense. I'm like, bitch, if you watch the Rockets play, like they're like, oh, Draymond Green's making it so hard for the Rockets. I'm like, the Rockets are making it hard for the Rockets. Do you see these shots that they're putting up? Like, these aren't good shots. These aren't good looks. This is not hard to defend. Like, this is very easy. Like, playoff-wise, on a playoff scale, the Rockets are super easy to defend. I wish they were better so we could play them if we got to the finals. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, that's food. Easy. I understand now why they were so disregarded as the second seed. My bad. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. If you know, they feel like the Cavs 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what they feel like. They feel like the Cavs 2 years ago.
Do they have anybody who's as good on the offense getting the bucket as Darius Garland?
No.
It's not even that. Like,
bro, I don't think they got anybody who can get their own shot like Ty Jerome.
No, they don't, because if they did, they would have used them. Like nobody can get a shot. It's incredible.
It's just watching their offense is really painful. It's very frustrating to watch because
it's like watching college basketball. That's what it felt like. Like it felt like watching Houston. How are both these teams in the same city? Like, but yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. Let's see who else. That's the 2-7 matchup. Oh, the Clippers look good, man.
Hey, that's the best series. That's the best first.
Got your game. Yes. Yes.
That's the best first round series by far.
Kawhi is here. Did you see that one possession where he palmed that bitch and it was Jamal Murray in front of him? He did the Michael. He was like, here it goes. Fatal mid-range, and he smacked that shell like, oh wow. That was actually Jordan-esque. Like
38 points, 92% true shooting.
15 of 19 shooting? Like, it was nuts.
I was like, yo, bro, there's nothing you could do about it. And there was nothing they could do about it. Like, all those buckets, just jump shots, contested.
I say this with caution because it is the Los Angeles Clippers, and they have a history of being unserious. We are well aware of this. But, man, that team stays healthy, they're a problem. Like, that is a problem. Like, for a lot of teams if they stay healthy. Like, because Kawhi went off game 2. It was James game 1.
Yeah.
Like, they still can give you buckets in the ways that you're used to James Harden and Kawhi Leonard giving you buckets. And they have good size. They're switchable. Like, if they stay healthy, they're a problem. Like, they are the ultimate. I don't know if they're an underdog, but they are a dark horse for me to come out the West. But it's the Clippers, and they've never done it.
Yeah, it's one of them things where they also they're starting Chris Dunn, and I just can't believe a team that starts him is gonna make the finals. Like, I can't believe it.
It's like how we start Max Strus.
It's not, because Max can shoot.
Players, but I'm saying, like, Chris Dunn starts for the Clippers, but he's not like a primary piece.
How many minutes does he play? Because I feel like he'd be out there a lot, dog.
He be playing defense. That's what he out there for.
But like he not like Isaac Okoro when the Cavs bring him in every now and then. He played 29 minutes, dog. That's a lot of minutes to be out there, bro.
I'm not saying he's a role player for them, but like they supplement his minutes well. Like, I never get the feeling like, oh man, they got to get Chris Dunn off the fucking floor. It's just like, damn, they really be playing Chris Dunn all the time. Like, it's not something you notice because he's ass out. Well, because he's like hurting the team. Speaking of people who hurt and help the team at the same time, Russell Westbrook is having the ultimate Russell Westbrook series. The ultimate. Like, if you ever want to know why people love and hate Russell Westbrook, watch the first 2 games of this series and you'll have the answer for everything. I know you don't like Russ because you had that on your team, but I know I've never had Russ on my team, so I love Russ.
I was like, you know what? I gotta watch Russ, help a team be successful. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? Good for him.
Well, he's still doing all the same stuff that helped him not be successful with the Lakers because he took a three. He's taken threes both times in crunch time for the Denver Nuggets. And like in no way is that a devised shot. By the way, Dennis Schroeder, most ill-advised clutch three of all time.
Bro, when he shot that shit,
what the fuck?
I was like, hey, no, you got to make that shit if you take it. And he made it. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, yeah, we good.
I was walking down the street watching that shit on my phone, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh. Like,
yeah, when he made it, was like,
hands, and I was like, "Oh my god, dog!" JB, call timeout. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though. In Russ's defense,
who else gonna shoot them threes?
No, he shot 50% from three. You know what I'm saying? He shot 50% from three last game, but I can't get mad at it. Like it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. But no matter how well he's shooting in that game, if he misses that three, people are still going to be like, Russ, why the fuck are you shooting that three?
So just want to throw this out. So he's shooting 32% from three. He shot 32% from three in the regular season, right? Oof. He's shooting 41% through 2 games in the playoffs, but he's shooting like 35% from the field.
I got a question. Is this going to lead to one of those for Russ where he's like, I'm shooting 41% from three. I'm not really shooting that good for the field.
100%. 100%. If I know Russell Westbrook, if I know him, he is absolutely going to keep shooting those threes.
He was like, it's dropping. This is like, it's like that catch-22. Yeah, it's cool when Josh Smith make them threes, but you be thinking in the back of your head, Josh Smith made a couple threes. We fucked.
You're not gonna stop shooting.
Like he put up 8 attempts. The most egregious postseason. Like I think right now we're keeping track of our ain't no way shot of the playoffs so far. George Niang. I don't think we got to talk about it. What he did to the poor Atlanta Hawks in the last minute of that play-in game, where he decided to take 3 shots in the last minute. 3 and like Cole, these weren't, hey man, the ball got to me, it was a rebound, 7 seconds on the clock, somebody got to do it, it was a potato, right? No. He called for the ball and went in the post. He shot a 3 with like 20 seconds left on the fucking shot clock. He asked for a dribble drive attempt. Colb, George Niang.
Listen. The DeAndre Hunter trade is the most one-sided trade of the entire NBA season.
He is my personal Russell Westbrook.
Like the Cavs knew we just got to get rid of him and Karras and just bring in somebody solid.
It's crazy. They sucked the peanut factory away and got back DeAndre Hunter, who did not play well in his first playoff game. But still, like, you just know the downside of Karras and George is they're going to play well enough to stay on the floor. That's when they do that dumb shit. Right? Like, that's when you get Karis LeVert hooping with jeans on, right? Like, that's when you get George Niang just doing shit. Like, why are you shooting the ball? So, Trae Young was open. He was like, nah, this me. Oh, don't they got him on contract for like 2 more years?
Something like that. Like, Landry Fields got fired immediately, too.
Yeah.
Got fired.
Responsible for George Niang. You're gone. Like,
immediately fired that man. I was like, yeah, man. Cavs robbed you. Y'all didn't even make the playoffs. It's over.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Like, I don't know what Trae is. Trae a free agent?
No.
Is there like a decision that needs to be made on Trey or something? Because I've heard people talk about Trey need to ask out.
He does need to ask out.
Where's he gonna go? Because he's not the kind of player that I think can be a solid like 2 for somebody. Because he needs the ball too much.
If I was him, I'd try to go to Atlanta. I mean, Orlando.
Yeah.
It's like Hawks fans are trying so hard to say, "Oh, we don't need to trade Trae Young." I'm like, well, y'all gotta do something, because if you can't build a championship team around him, you might as well start over and just figure something out there.
You can't build a championship team around Trae Young.
That's what they're trying to convince people. I'm like, you're not going to do that.
He's. It was a miracle they did it around Steph Curry. Like, and he's not Steph Curry. Like, this, it's not gonna happen. Like, he's not that good. Like, he's a good player. He has some fun moments, but like, I wonder what his career turns into once he can no longer be the man. And I think we're seeing the limitations of what Trae Young could do as the man on a team. Like, this is what you get playing games.
He has the ball. He has the ball in his hands too much.
His usage rate is like the highest in the NBA, ain't it?
Yeah, like he doesn't play off the ball at all.
Like, what the fuck he gonna do? Like, he gonna go to Orlando, take the ball away from Paolo?
I think it could work in Orlando because they need a point guard so badly. But like, and they're defensive. They're really good. They're a really good defensive team too. So like, I think they could survive having Trae and still be a really good defensive team. But yeah.
But the problem with that is that I think you're right. They could survive defensively, but you're asking for more out the other 4 guys on that end, which is also asking for more out of Paolo on the defensive side of the ball. I just don't think it's worth it.
Might not be.
Yeah, like, I get it. They need shooting. Trae can shoot, but he's not an off ball. Like, they need off ball shoot. They need somebody to spot up and shoot. They need somebody who can shoot. Like, period.
They really need a point guard though. They need a point guard so bad.
Yeah. They should have traded for Davion Mitchell. Like, something. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta.
I fear they're gonna go for Ty Jerome. Like,
I don't think Ty Jerome's leaving.
I hope he doesn't.
I think he's gonna. I think they're gonna figure something out, and he's gonna stay.
All I'm gonna say is that, look, it wasn't a surprise, and we'll talk about the Cavs in just a minute here, but it was a surprise what Ty Jerome did, and I think that's gonna be a financial question for the Cavs if it keeps happening, because right now the market is what it is for Ty, but he started doing this shit against the Celtics. Shit changes. Right? Like,
the most the Cavs can offer him in an extension is $14 million a year, which is good money for Ty because he's been on like minimum deals for a while. So that's a pretty significant salary raise, but he might get like I don't know if he'll get the money he's looking for because he hasn't been able to stay healthy until this year. So it's like maybe he just ends up staying in Cleveland and he just takes the money. But you never know, man. All it takes is one team.
I've seen it too many times, right? Like, if the Cavs do what we want them to do in the playoffs this year, Ty Jerome's probably going to have some moments here. And, you know, that's enough. Like, that's enough to get your market up, right? Like, especially for a team that, like, needs somebody who can start for him, score, shoot the 3. We know Ty can do that. Yeah, and like his per 20, his what, per 36?
Crazy.
It's like 22. Crazy. He averages 23. like
right. It's like all-star numbers.
Giving him starting minutes, he's gotten 20. You know, that's why I was like, I'm not surprised that Ty got 30. Like, this was not anywhere shocking. Once he got the minutes, I was like, yeah, he's gonna hoop. Especially with how the Cavs game. We'll just talk about the Cavs Heat. How the Cavs game plan with Tyler against the Heat's guards.
Listen, the game plan for the Cavs against the Heat is really just this. We are about to fry Tyler Hero. Every time we are putting Tyler Hero into action, and we are just going to fucking destroy him.
I think the Heat had five shot attempts in the paint the whole second half.
Yeah, they hit a lot of threes that I don't think they're going to hit the rest of the series.
A lot of bailout threes. Like Andrew Wiggins hit 3 of them.
I will say this. Davion Mitchell is
good.
Way better than I thought.
No. I've been noticing since he's been in Toronto because he wears Donovan Mitchell's jersey. And I was like, yo, that dude's annoying, but it's annoying because he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a little bulldog, right? Like, he just be barking and getting fucking rebounds. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like a little mini Nate Robinson. Like, it's just annoying, but he can hoop. Not motherfucking hoop.
Yeah, I was like, hey, he guard and he hitting shots. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a problem going forward.
Is he the worst player you could replace Jalen Green with in the Rockets with that game?
Listen, I'm not trying to.
He was getting past the Cavs defense into the paint consistently. I feel like that would have probably helped the Rockets more than Jalen Green.
Listen, I'm not trying to go on a Jalen Green rant because I'm only going to say something ignorant that I should say.
Man. Need to see how much he cost. Okay,
but I will say this. I will say this about Davion Mitchell.
The Rockets go get Karis LeVert.
No.
I mean, they need a bucket getter.
Stop. I will say this. There are certain players that I feel like just fit franchises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Davion Mitchell, he 100% is a Miami Heat player.
Yeah.
Everything about how he plays and even his nickname and shit like that. I was like,
what's his nickname?
Off night.
Oh, because it's gonna be an off night.
Yeah, because he was like his last year in college. I think he was defensive player of the year or something like that. Legitimately, really good.
Man, being defensive player of the year at his size is incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, legitimately, a very good defensive player.
That is all heart and effort, and low key, a lot of strength.
Talent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit is not easy. No, I got usually when you see a dude that small get minutes in the playoffs, you're like, okay, that guy has to be really good.
Or he's got to be contributing in some way.
Yeah,
he's got to be contributing.
Can't be food. You can't be food and be 5'10". That's not gonna happen.
Dog, he had 18 and 9, bruh.
Earned it wasn't bullshit either. Sometimes somebody get 18 and 9, you're like, hey, it's bullshit. They ain't gonna do that again. Nah, Davion's 18 and 9. I was like, well-earned young man.
I know, but listen. So, listen to this. So, and they have his postseason. They have his postseason numbers up. I think no, they have his regular season numbers up. So his field goal percentage. So he shot 34% career from 3, but this season, damn, bro. This season he shot damn near 40. He's at 39. And since he's been with Miami, he's shooting 45%.
He's been a problem for the Cavs all year.
Yo, he's shooting his field goal
he was a problem in the regular season the last time we played the Heat. And he was a problem last time we played the Raptors. This dude is good.
He took off when he got to Miami, bruh. Legitimately took off. It's crazy. He only shot.
Appreciated him.
He's only shooting 70% from the line, but he barely gets to the line. So I'm not gonna get to the line that much. Yeah, so I'm not even paying attention to that. But yeah, since he's got to Miami, he's been playing.
You don't get ping ponged before they qualify.
Yeah, he's and to be his size, he's good, bro.
He's good. No, that dude's good. I've been thinking it for a while. I just think it's weird that he wears 45.
Yeah, I think it's weird too.
I gotta understand what that's about. And his name is Davion, so it's D Mitch. You remember who was whole dude? Tyler Huntley, where I used to make the point, why is he wearing the exact same swag as Lamar Jackson?
It's weird.
And then he wore 3. What does 3 look like when it's scrunched up? 8. It's weird, dog. What the fuck are you doing?
It's weird. That's a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Low-key good place for him too would be Utah, because that's where dudes be doing that. It's Utah. And then where Huntley went? Utah in college.
Yeah, he went to Utah.
So yeah, I think the Cavs are a pretty good place here. The thing that was hidden, look, the Cavs got 30 points basically from their 3 top perimeter scorers. They didn't get anything for anybody else. And we know the Cavs are going to have their bench contribute. We know that DeAndre Hunter is going to make some shots. We know that. I thought Sam Merrill was pretty good in his minutes.
I'm not gonna lie, Sam Merrill played well.
Yeah, I think it's time to snatch Isaac out the rotation.
Well,
the series.
This is the thing with Isaac. I'm sick of him not making shots in the playoffs. Like, he just doesn't make shots. Like, I think his first 3 bounced off the side of the backboard or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
the problem with Isaac is, and it's also with Dean Wade, they know he's not going to want to shoot. And that really fucks up a lot of stuff on offense for the Cavs because they just don't even act like they're going to respect him. If Sam can give you what he gave you defensively, then you just run those minutes with him because at least he has some gravity when he stands in that corner, right? Like, you can't just leave him right there. Whereas with Isaac, they was wild. Like, when he shot that shit off the backboard, Tyler Hero was watching him do it.
Yeah.
Like, he was, oh yeah, shoot that. You can't have that. No, we can't waste a possession like that. Like, we can't be goaded into wasting the possession like that. And like, he does bring effort, and like, I think he's somebody you plug in. Let's say Tyler Hero gets hot. Okay, throw Isaac in there. But I don't think Isaac should get regular rotation minutes. You know, we should treat him like Javonte Green, right? Like, just, all right, we need a stopper. Isaac, go out there, stop. Get some energy, get the crowd all hyped up and shit, and then we're going to check out. Give you like 5 minutes of fury. Or hell, if you just need to foul Tyler Hero a lot, go out there and foul that man. Use your 6.
Like, Isaac can guard. I think he might be more useful against other teams.
Maybe
they might have to play. Like, maybe the Pacers, maybe the Celtics.
Because Halliburton's like a big point. He's on 6'6", so maybe he's more useful there.
Yeah, he could probably be more useful there. Maybe against the Celtics. I worry about playing Sam Merrill and the Celtics, man.
I don't know. I don't think you could play Isaac against the Celtics.
I don't know if you could play Sam against the Celtics either. That's kind of much.
I think you might have to play Dean.
Yeah, you definitely have to play Dean.
Yeah, I think you might have to play Dean, and that be the A-man for that one.
Yeah, so like, you might have to play Dean for that.
But Isaac,
we'll see when they get there.
Isaac, I don't know about Isaac. I think Isaac is a specialty guy in there. You just, if you need somebody to get in there, 5 minutes of fury. I forget what podcast it was, but I think it was Jeff T's podcast, but they was talking to somebody about what they planned for guarding LeBron was. And it was some dude that they mentioned. It was like, yeah, man, that's the type of dude you said at LeBron, and you need to tell him, you're going to use your 6 today. I need you to get 6 fouls. That's what Isaac is on. If we need somebody to foul the fuck out of Jason Tatum, all right, man. Isaac, get in there. Get 3 quick fouls. Slow him down. But yeah, I think the Cavs are pretty in a good place. I thought they came out with a lot of poise in this game, which is nice to see because they haven't always been the most composed playoff team. Yeah, I think they're good in this series. I don't see Miami being able to create a ton of problems for them. Boston, Orlando just cannot score enough to make it interesting with Boston in the 4th.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
They'll get a game where the role players start to hoop, but it's just they play great defense. It's just not enough for Boston. You can't just defense your way out of them. They make too many tough shots.
I wish they had Suggs playing.
Yeah.
Just because I think it might make it a little bit more interesting because he's really good defensively. But like,
Bogner was trash. Like, he's got to play better. Was it Franz? Was that or Mo? No, it was Mo, right?
Mo's not playing at all.
Mo's not playing, so it's Franz that was.
Franz played well
in that game.
Yeah. Him and Paolo, the only reason that game was even like competitive early on.
I remember Paolo being good. I thought Franz was pretty inefficient from the floor.
23, 5, and 3. I'd have to look at the shooting space. Franz can't shoot at all, though, bro. Like, he cannot shoot the ball to save his life. It's so weird watching it.
Mm.
It's so weird watching it, bro. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, he shot 16% from 3. Jesus.
Okay, that's why I thought he played better. 16?
16% from 3. Ugh.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to
here's
put it
what I
like
know
that.
about Orlando, though. Paolo, you got something there.
Yeah, Paolo's cold.
Paolo's good. I know a lot of people are doubting it. Paolo's good. You need to figure out everything else, though. You know, like they've been doing this defensive team thing, and they don't need to be Trae Young, but you need to get him somebody else, right? That he can rely on, preferably another shooter. We'll see what they do. What's the next series in the line? We talked about New York, Detroit. Pacers, Bucks. I wasn't high on the Bucks to begin with this series. Dame is coming back today, so maybe that changes things, but I'm not confident.
I really don't care who wins this series. Like, I really don't.
It's not a very fun series to me.
Yeah, like the Pacers probably shouldn't win it because I think they're the better team.
Yeah.
I don't see them beating the Cavs next. I don't really see them beating the Cavs next round.
They'll be annoying. They'll get to 6 games against the Cavs, but we'll see. Next round, next with the West. Did we get everybody in the West? We got the 1-8. We talked about that 2-7. Talked about that 3-6. That's y'all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. In the 4-5, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Look, right now, the team I'm most impressed with is the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers look really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they look good.
I'm like, ooh, man, that 4-5. Like, I hate to be the 1 seed. Oh my God. Like it's the opposite. We're like, yeah, the Bucks, the Pacers. I'm not really sweating either of them. Nah, man, I'd be sweating fucking bullets watching that 4-5 matchup if I was the 1 seed. Like, you have to finish Memphis quick because you need to get that rest advantage. Because that game, that series is going fucking 7. Like,
you either get Jokic or you get Kawhi.
Man, it's the worst kind of work too, because like, you know, it's not like Jokic just be making shots, right? Or Kawhi just be making shots. It's the physicality that they put you through to get it's the demoralization that they could put your best defenders through. Did you see what he did to Jamal Murray? Jamal Murray was like, all right, man, I got nothing.
Man.
He threw that bitch on the side like he was at the quarter 3. Just went through. Fader. Nah, that's demoralizing. And then it's Kawhi too, so you know he's not going to say nothing. He's not even going to talk shit. He's going to let you think about it. Think about what just happened to you.
That's ridiculous. That's what makes it ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, it's the worst. But both of them are like that, right? Because I don't think Jokic talks shit, or at least in English.
No, he don't say nothing in English.
Yeah. He make a fucking bullshit 3 where he don't leave his feet. You're just like, all right, man. What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do about this?
And look, if the Thunder get to the finals, I don't want to hear anybody say that's not a legit team, because the gauntlet they got to get through is hell. Because when they have to get through that 4-5 matchup, and then what is it? The 2-3 could be Los Angeles or Golden State. Los Angeles, Golden State, or Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the Rockets. So, and if Golden State get out there, the way the Golden State been looking, we'll see what Curry has by that point. But the thing with Golden State, though, I think they're being protected because the Rockets can't score. Because they have had, in the play-in, at the end of the season, and in the playoffs, multiple runs where they're not making any shots, even with Jimmy. Like, I wonder how much better they look right now because they're playing the Rockets.
It's like they've been playing so well since they got Jimmy too, that I think they're a tough out no matter who they play. But again, they also got like the best matchup besides playing the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Like everybody wanted to play either the Grizzlies or they wanted to play the Rockets because, you know, the Rockets are young and they also can't score in the half court at all.
I think Steph really wanted to play the Rockets because he turns into a demon in Houston.
He'd just be destroying them, bro. Like it's like if it's close to, it's not quite at the level, but it's close to LeBron in Toronto. That's
by the way, who was the commentator for that game? Because he got an insane glaze off.
What do you say?
Mathematically speaking, that shot is impossible. Like, damn, I know you wrote that. I know. What was it, geometrically speaking or some shit like that? It was like, wow, that is the most glaze I've ever seen put on a shot. It was a good shot. But like, damn, that was nuts. Like,
that was the one on Jalen Green, right?
Poor Jalen. Yeah, poor Jalen.
I ain't gonna lie, that one was cold. So
yeah. I'm not saying that shit didn't work. I was like, nah, that shit worked, but it's crazy that you had that on the top of your head. Like, there's no way that shit was not written down. Like, hey, man, if Steph does something crazy, I'm about to say this.
Mathematically speaking, that shot is impossible.
I remember I didn't even see the shot, Colb. I was in the kitchen grabbing the sandwich and shit, and I heard the call, and I was like, let me rewind this.
Bro said he heard the call. I had to be like, nah,
wait,
that's crazy.
I saw it like, it's glazed, but it was a good shot.
It sounded like you wanted to hate, but you couldn't really do it all the way.
I'm like, man, look at them glazing up Kurt. Nah. Damn.
That'd be the worst. When you try to hate, you'd be like, damn, that was
man, that
cold,
shit. Let me see the replay. That's the worst, right? When you like somebody like that was cold. You're like, let me see the replay. It wasn't that cold. He fouled. Oh. Damn. Nah, that shit was clean.
That shit was cold.
No, you ever watch a wide receiver make an incredible catch? You're like, nah, his foot had to be out. You hating on that shit. They show that slow-mo, and it's that perfect tiptoe in there. You're like, damn. I'm glad we didn't challenge you.
It'd be the worst when you do challenge that too, though. You'd be like, oh.
No, you see it on the slow-mo, right? And then the challenge flag come out. So you already know you about to lose for the 5 minutes they review this shit. So now you just get to see it over and over again. They put the fucking feet in there like, yeah, that's a great catch. And then now the commentators get like 2 minutes to talk about how amazing of a catch that is. Look at the body control. Yeah. Yeah, that was diabolical. And he was talking shit to CJ Stroud the whole time. And like Steph, top 10, like, you know, when somebody talks shit and if just for whatever reason, it makes you irrationally angry. Steph got that energy about him because like when he be talking shit, it just feel extra disrespectful. Like, I don't think he mean it that way. But he talking to CJ. He not even talking shit to the dudes he playing against. He's like, these guys are not an obstacle. I'm talking to him. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's over for Houston. Do you think this is a sweep or you think they get a game?
I think it's a sweep.
Damn, man, a 7-2 sweep.
I think it's a sweep. I'm gonna be real with you. We've seen a bunch of 2 seeds lose to 7 seeds in like the last couple years.
Yeah, it does happen. That 7 seed is a bitch. Okay.
Like, it's just been some bad years where like teams got that 7.
Where it's like that 7 seed is a motherfucker.
Yeah, because like the Warriors this year, I think it's 2 years ago when Memphis had the 2 seed. They played the Lakers, and the Lakers made all those trades at the deadline.
Was it Miami? Were they the 8 seed?
No, Miami was the 8 seed.
Yeah. No, the play-in has made it so that these there's one team out the play-in every year where you're like, oh fuck, no, don't want them.
In the West especially, because those teams are even those teams who are like 6, 7, and 8, they're
this
good.
Isn't even a 2-7. This is a fucking like 2-3 matchup right here. Like this is so fucking unfair. Like this series makes more sense if you just think of the Warriors as a 2 seed. Like, oh, yeah.
Something like that. Like that's not a normal 7 seed. You feel what I'm saying?
My man Apache says Houston going 6 and 7. Houston Golden State going 6 and 7. I don't see it, brother.
I don't see it.
Because Sengun's supposed to be their best player, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Like, they ain't got it, man. They ain't got it. And it's like Steph is still like, it's the first round, so he's gonna be as good as he ever gonna be right now.
Yep.
Same thing with Jimmy. No wear and tear. Y'all ain't got shit for him. And y'all the exact kind of team that Jimmy Butler loves picking on. Yeah, Houston. I'm sorry, brother. I think this is over. I would gladly be wrong because fuck Golden State, but yeah, I think this one's a wrap for them. Anything else NBA wise we need to talk about?
I don't think so. To be honest,
is Nico getting fired?
Probably not.
They gonna keep him?
Probably.
Is this the most stubborn a team has been to not fire somebody who obviously needs to be fired since Hugh Jackson?
Yes.
Is it going to end similarly to Hugh Jackson?
Yeah, he's probably looking a couple more years than it ends.
I don't even see it going a year. I see this as a perfect 40-game in crash out. Right? Like right before the All-Star break. All right, man, we got to get rid of Nico. Like, I don't know why they're even entertaining this. They're going to fire him at the trade deadline next year.
Yeah, they probably are.
And it's going to make it worse. 1 year ago, he traded Luka Doncic, and now he's lost. It's like they're making this shit worse. They're firing right now. But I guess you can't let him trade Luka Doncic and fucking fire him the offseason after he does it, because why did you let him do it?
Yeah. You got to deal with it. Plus, AD probably about to ask for a trade. Kyrie's going to opt into his player option because he got hurt, but then after that, he's leaving.
Dude, Maverick fans are asking for a fucking trade, okay? Like, the whole fan base is like, trade me somewhere else. Like,
probably just become Laker fans, to be honest.
Nah, just send me to Austin, okay? The Austin Mavericks. Fuck it. New team. Send me to Vegas. Like, nah, that's bad. That's bad. And like the fact that they're forced to root for the Lakers, like they can't feel good about that. Don't nobody feel good about being forced to root for the Lakers. Like, you never wanted them to be there. It must make, I imagine if you're a Maverick fan, the sight of him in that 77 in gold just makes you fucking sick.
Maybe. It makes me happy though.
Dog, they went to the finals last year.
Listen, I don't know why it happened, but I'm glad it happened.
That's crazy. That is insane.
It's ridiculous.
By the way, hey, Jason Kidd finally did what I've been saying Jason Kidd about to do. Wasn't me. Jason Kidd, that is how I know this Nico thing ain't gonna last but like more than 20 games, because Jason Kidd copped that plea. Oh yeah, it's about to be over for whoever he copping the plea for.
I told you when it happened, I didn't think he had anything to do with that.
Who, Jason Kidd? Hey, look, I said this, whether he had something to do with it or not, Jason Kidd was not going to take credit for it. He was going to be the first one to be like, nah, that wasn't me. Okay. That Jason Kidd might have, because Jason Kidd has played this live like, yeah, I saw what they was talking about with Luka. I understand it. I would have traded him though. I'm like, I don't know, man. Feel like you would curse some shit. Like, feel like you put the battery. I feel like somebody put the battery in Nico's backpack, and Jason Kidd is the only one that had the clout to do that. It's like, yeah, man, Nico, you gonna let him disrespect you, man? Back in my day, I would have got traded for some shit like that. Real talk, you seen it.
I know who put the battery in his back. Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka.
It's like you're right. He is out of shape. You should send him here.
Yeah, man. If he let that happen, it man is a top tier idiot. Like, he replaces what's it? Who's the dude who owns the Raiders? Mark. I can't believe it. He has a famous last name.
Davis?
Mark Davis, yes. Mark Davis. That is the biggest like sucker in pro sports. But if Nico got talked into this by Rob Pelinka, of all people, Rob Pelinka, oh yeah, dog, you are the biggest sucker in sports history. Like,
King Snake, Rob Pelinka. King Snake.
Top 5 state. It was like, yeah, because what they both agents, right? Former agents, have history at Nike.
Nico's a former Nike exec. Rob,
so there would be a reason for them to have a really good relationship.
They were both. Nico was Kobe's representative at Nike. Rob was Kobe's
agent. So they have a really, really good relationship. And whenever you're a Nike exec, you work in the NBA, you're going to have close relationship with the agent because you're trying to get all your guys Nike deals. So you knew this man. Like,
I told you from the jump, it felt fishy.
Sucker.
I told you from the front, it felt like real collusion going on to get.
You know what Rob was doing? You know, I think Rob Pelinka was doing the doing the classic Mr. Steal Your Girl bit, right? Where it's like every time old girl's stressed, hey, I'll be a shoulder you could talk to. You know, oh, you're tired of Luka? Yeah, I just don't get it with him. You know, yeah. Let me take care of that. Let me text. like, he ran that playbook on Nico. Nico, like, you know what, man? If you want him, you can have him. Oh, really? I'll do you a solid. I'll give you a Hall of Famer, Anthony Davis. Just sign a trade now. like, I want to know how he got played into doing that, because he has been doubling down on this in a way that makes me feel like he don't even got confidence in what he did.
Oh, you know it was stupid. He know it was stupid.
Every time they show that camera, he'd be like, damn, bro, Rob got me. Like, we'll see how good, if they still good friends after this, because I couldn't imagine. That was the heist of the century. Rob was like, yeah, this is worth burning the bridge for. Let me go get Luka. Oh, robbed them. All right. Any other things to talk about before we get to the NFL, Curtis?
Curtis even there?
No, we good.
We good?
Yeah, we good.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Are we 2 days?
Yep, 48 hours.
2 days? 48 hours away from what seems very likely be Travis Hunter becoming a Cleveland Brown.
Are you kind of bored about what the Browns going to do? Because I'm kind of bored now. Like, I feel like it's not going to be interesting.
I have just been watching Travis Hunter highlights and Travis Hunter film, and I'm not bored with that. Like, the prospect of having this dude on the team is where it gets interesting to me, to be honest with you.
I've been sitting here like, damn, man, like, this just kind of, it just kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, was it boring, the draft leading, the time leading up to getting Myles Garrett? For some people, I imagine. But for me, I was like, look at this motherfucker. How could you be bored? Like,
it's just like there's no, like, because we know what the first 3 picks and probably the first 4 picks are going to be at this point. And I was just kind of like, eh.
Oh, the first 4 picks of the draft?
Yeah, we kind of know what they're going to be, so we're just kind of like, eh.
What, Cam Moore, Travis, Abdul,
Will Campbell.
Will Campbell?
Yeah.
You think that's who they're going at 4?
Yeah.
Not Membu? Well, not, is it Membu? Yeah, Membu.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be Will Campbell 4.
Yeah. Hey, look. That makes sense.
5 is where it gets interesting now.
Hey, I think 4 is the worst spot in this draft because it's like, boy, there's a precipitous drop from Abdul Carter to the rest of this class. Like, 4 is the spot where I'm like, man, I would take a trade.
Yeah, 100%. I would trade back.
And it's also the reason why I'm like, I'm not trading back to 4. There is a precipitous drop between these two. Unless you are really like in love with Asher JT, there's no reason to be out there.
Yeah, we get the trade rumor stuff now though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but they're not gonna trade. I would hope they won't trade because this is just not a year where a trade back feels like it makes any sense. Like I think there's a significant downgrade from a guy from a Travis Hunter to an Abdul Carter to what else is there. It's like I'd rather have an All Pro than like a couple extra picks and maybe a guy who could be a Pro Bowler.
I mean, I guess you would have to feel really good about like Jonty or Mason Graham.
Yeah, Mason Graham, though, I don't put him in blue chip. I think he's a really good player, but I don't think he's going to be an all-pro. And Jonty could be an all-pro, but it's like, are you in a position to make them carries matter?
No, they're not.
And if you're not in that position, then it's like, you got to let that one go. Okay, like... Yeah. Because I think he is one of the top 3 prospects in this class. But like, unless you're a team that makes sense to get Jonty, I see no reason to trade back. That's the only team I can justify it for. If you want to take Jonty in the first round, you could trade back, still get a premium player. But if you're not one of those teams and you like DB, wide receiver, edge, you better just sit there and fucking pick. Okay, like what? I went through and watched Abdul Carter tape again, and I was like, damn, man, Travis is so good, but this dude's so good too. These two are so good. And I was just thinking about it, like, we're the best spot to draft. Like,
one of them, getting one of them.
Yeah. Hey. I'm so much happier with this reality. Like once that pick goes in for Cam Ward at 1, yes. Okay. That is the only thing I'm sweating out. Are they actually going to draft Cam Ward? I know they're going to do it, but I just need to see the card flash on my screen so I know, oh yeah, Abdul, Travis, one of them coming to Cleveland. Bring it here. I'm all good, right? Because my worst nightmare is Travis goes number 1. And then we take fucking Cam Ward over Abdul. I will not be happy. Okay. Like, I will try to see the positive in it, but I don't know, dog. Don't feel great about that one.
Yeah, man, I've already talked myself into Jalen Milroe, so they can't draft another quarterback but Jalen Milroe in my mind.
No. I was never in on the Cam Ward thing. So like,
yes, I'm aware that you and Curtis were both like, nah.
Me, Curtis, and Corey have never been in on this Cam Ward thing for 1 minute. No, not here for it. Not here for it at all. But we'll see what happens there. I think the more interesting pick for the Browns is to see what they do later in the draft, right? You know, they're looking at quarterback. I think that's going to be an intrigue for the Browns. Where do these quarterbacks go? Who is going to be there in the late first, right? I think the first thing you're going to watch for is the Shedeur slide. Like, is it real? Does he fall out the top 10? If he falls out the top 10, how far out the top 10 does he fall? Do the Browns start calling him if he keeps falling? So, no, it's not very interesting what the Browns are going to do at 3, but there are a lot of, not 3, 2, but the question of what's going to happen with Shedeur in this draft going to be very interesting to watch. You know, what does Pittsburgh do in the first round? Because they do have DK, so they could go quarterback, right? They already spent their second on a player, so they could go there. So I think that's going to make up a lot of the intrigue in the first round because the Browns could take a quarterback at 32.
They could.
You know? Wait, was that a rumor that the Browns were trading for Justin Herbert?
Where did you see that? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
In the chat.
I haven't seen that once.
Yeah, I saw Adam said that our fan base really thinks the Browns are going to trade for Justin Herbert.
Who's saying that? Who's responsible for saying that?
Ask Adam.
Well, Adam better come up with some names.
Curtis is legitimately pissed.
No, like
Man, we've gotten that one ups the Dak rumor, right?
that Dak rumor got shut down so quickly, and Bruce Drennan tried to double down on him. Like, man, you just doubling down on stupid, huh? So
what concerned me more was that there were people in the comment section will be like, you don't know what Bruce knows, and I'm like, we just believe anybody. like,
we're talking about a fan base that believes Shadur wanted to come to Cleveland because he played with the Browns on fucking Madden.
Damn, Curtis, you ready for Shador in Seattle? I heard y'all gonna take a quarterback in the first round.
That would be
Geno replacement.
No, that man would get killed in the NFC West. He got to deal with Nick Bosa. He got to deal with Jared Verse and Braden Fisk for 2 games. Nope.
I still want to find a way to manifest. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen, Curtis. And this is what I've seen. You're gonna ride out Sam Darnold for 2 years and then trade for Cam Ward.
That would be my hell.
It hasn't worked out in Tennessee. Let's get the young guy a chance. He's in the former number. Trade like a third too for him.
No.
A third and like an offensive lineman you can't spare.
Hey Curtis, which running back y'all trade in the next couple of days?
Neither. You putting out that you believe in that false prophet Ricky, huh? Apparently.
Listen, man, I don't know.
Y'all trading a running back?
I mean, that's what Ricky is apparently saying, but I don't believe anything that dog said.
Man, didn't Ricky say we was going to sign Javon Hargrave or
something?
Yeah. Get that motherfucker off my timeline. I never trust anybody who has scoops that's not going to put their name on it. Like, nah. You do this through an anonymous account. Through a dog profile picture. Nah. I need more accountability than this.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. When Curtis was like, "Man, this definitely ain't gonna happen," I was like, I kind of feel like it's about to happen now.
Okay.
Oh, because Curtis said it wasn't. Yeah. That's a better metric to go off of.
That's just
like whatever Curtis doesn't want to happen to the Seahawks, that's what they've been doing.
It's just if they were to trade either running back, that's just creating more holes on this roster, and the roster is already weak as it is.
Well,
y'all traded DK and
Curtis, they've done this whole offseason. They've created a hole for the roster.
That's what I'm trying to say. The
why would they not create more holes? They are clearly trying to drain something. Like they traded a quarterback, wide receiver. Why not a running back? Just start fresh. Get Cam Scatterboo in the 4th.
Watching Curtis trying to hype up Cam Scatterboo would be so funny.
Hey, bro, he's faster than we think.
He's tough. He's so tough.
He's a willing pass protector.
Oh man, he tried not to laugh. He about to have to do it.
I really don't want to. I really don't have to go that bad.
Oh man, that first Sam Darnold 300-yard game, we're gonna be like, you know what? We got younger at quarterback.
I'm hoping Seattle doesn't have any primetime games because if we do it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get cooked on the chat. Because once I want to get cooked, I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with that.
You know, y'all usually like recently, y'all have had some pretty embarrassing national TV and performances.
Yes, we have. Yeah, we have.
A game to the Cowboys on like prime TV or some shit like that.
No, I think the one game that was
the 49ers.
No, I think the Seahawks had a couple national games. I think the Bills and the Seahawks was embarrassing. I wish I wouldn't have watched that entire thing from start to finish.
Y'all don't play the Eagles this year, do y'all?
No, we don't.
So y'all can't be on opening night.
I'm trying to think, but I think they've had a couple bad national television games. Hope that
Well, you got the king of bad national TV games at quarterback, Mr. Samuel. What the fucking I see Ghost game? Wasn't that on Monday Night Football?
I think so.
Yeah, the bigger the stage, the more Sam Darnold gets. Like, he gonna be great at Sunday at 4:00 though. Ooh. But you excited? Who you think you gonna draft, Curtis?
I have no idea. People are mocking them to get offensive linemen, but they haven't done it before. I don't think it's going to happen now.
What's the pick you want them to avoid? Jackson Dart.
Oh my God, that would.
Oh, if y'all take Jackson Dart,
y'all not gonna take Jackson Dart. I don't think y'all gonna do that.
They would be. I want John Schneider to be fired if he does that.
Y'all not gonna take Jackson Dart. Y'all not gonna take Jackson Dart.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Play action. He was the number one play action guy in college football. Or how big are y'all into EPA per play? I think you know the answer to this. Like, yeah, y'all might be, when people say teams have Jackson Dart rated as their number one quarterback, you teams, dog. Like, that's y'all. That's y'all.
What pick do y'all have? What pick do y'all have?
I'm trying to think because I'm looking it up right now.
I think it's like pick 16.
It's got to be pick 8. No, I think it's what? It's pick 18. It's 18.
So right before Pittsburgh too. Yeah, you gonna feel the pressure to take a quarterback.
I hope they don't.
Yeah, he can sit behind Sam Darnold. Learn from the master.
I think y'all would take an offensive lineman.
I just don't see it happening because they rarely. I think the only time they took an offensive lineman like high was Charles Cross, and it worked. But I'm looking at the wide receiver room. It's like one bad injury away from a bunch of unknowns. So maybe they take a wide receiver. Maybe
Luther Burton?
I don't think he'll. No, we need.
That's too early for Luther, ain't it?
Matthew Golden.
I mean, it could. Matthew Golden could work.
Hey, y'all could reunite the Ohio State receivers.
What, Mecca?
Yeah.
Mecca is from Washington though, but maybe.
Listen, man, I don't think that's a terrible pick. I think he should go in the first round, to be honest with you.
But the thing is, the Mecca, they got Cooper, they got Cooper Kupp, JSN, and Mecca, and they're kind of like, I want to say they're the same in terms of their archetype, but
hey, man, I just want to point something out. It feels like they've made an intentional move here in Seattle. Like, you replace DK with Cooper Kupp.
Oh, I didn't even think about it like that. Damn.
Gino with
Sam?
What? Yeah, y'all about to trade a running back to get Cam Scatterboo, and you think y'all not about to take the Ole Miss quarterback, sir? Like, they are the target of the NFL right now, dog. They have edited these programs. Like,
hey, listen, bro. Listen what Curtis is supporting right now. You see what Curtis is supporting over there?
I ain't gonna support that if they going down that path. I'm not gonna support that.
Oh man!
Oh shit! Damn, Curtis.
If they trying to go down that path, I ain't trying to go.
He's a good old boy. Let's get Jackson Dart. John Snyder got red pilled. Like, is that what's going on? Like,
yeah, I hope, man. I'm not going to support
you've been listening to the podcast.
Yeah, Curtis, you got to come on back home, bro. You got to come back home.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be real with you though. We got Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco in our quarterback room. The same shift has happened. Okay, like,
you say that till we draft Jalen Milroe.
Hey, look, I'm hoping. But if we take Jackson Dart cold, the jokes are over.
We'll be like, oh shit.
Oh, the fun's over, huh? I might have to move.
Might have to start talking about something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But Curtis, I didn't know they was doing that to you until you brought up that Cooper Cup.
I forgot Cooper Cup went there, to be honest with you.
Oh shit. So who are they gonna draft? You know, white dude you could draft at 18?
Hey, what'd you say?
Is there a draftable white dude at 18?
I mean, I think the guard tackle from North Dakota State, Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel?
Gray Zabel.
Oh.
Hey, he's gonna be a good center. He'd be worth it.
18 though?
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Y'all need a tight end.
I don't think Colson Loveland will be there.
Mm-hmm. What about Mason Taylor? Reach for one.
No.
You said reach for one.
Yeah, reach for one.
You ain't fucking with Mason? You ain't fucking with Mason?
I wouldn't reach on him.
They gonna draft Ty Robinson, Tyler Batty.
I'm trying to think. Let me look at a big board real quick. See if I
Ricky
can
White.
find a player y'all gonna reach for. Oh, let me see.
They were like, his brother's who? His father's who?
Let's see. As though I'm on an SB Nation top 100. Let me see if I can find somebody. Mason Graham's gonna be gone. Tyler Warren's gonna be gone. Will Campbell's gonna be gone. Costa Leveling at 16. He might be there.
That'd actually be a good pick, though.
For real.
Mm-hmm. So what is Jackson Dart, Costa Loveland? That's who's on the board for Seattle.
Let me see. Black. Let's see. Carson Schweissinger.
They ain't gonna reach on a linebacker.
Let's say okay, so not Carson. Let's see.
A linebacker would be crazy.
Let's see.
Somebody does have to do something crazy in this first round. And Seattle has been giving off those vibes of the team that might do something reckless.
Yeah, man, that's about it. Or Gray.
Yeah. So it's gonna be Jackson Dart.
I hope not.
With the 18th pick in the NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jackson Dart, quarterback, Ole Miss. Oh, this is the Dart spot. Yeah, welcome to. They're gonna be saying all kind of corny shit. Welcome to the Dart side.
You know, somebody who's gonna be commentating is definitely gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie. This is the shock of the draft right here. The Seattle Seahawks.
Oh man. Y'all gonna have the hashtag Twitter pick of the day, right? Like somebody do something in the first round, get everybody talking. It's gonna happen with somebody, and Seattle might be that somebody. Oh man.
Somebody said we ain't got to bully Curtis with the hypotheticals.
Hey, look, we even throw in the fact that it could be us with Jackson Dart, right?
We did do that.
We could make a complete overcorrection from the Watson era, right? like that is not off the table right now with the Cleveland Browns, because right now it feels like an overcorrection. But we will see. Is Damo still in there mad about Travis Hunter?
Yeah, he says drafting Travis as the dumb move.
We need to put Damo on timeout, man. Like this is
let him talk. You know?
No, man, this man been crashing out for the past week or so.
Curtis, this is how you play the game, right? See, look, you let Damo say stuff, and then when Damo talks shit about you, this is some of the stuff you could bring up. Be like, see, now I let you talk when you say Travis Hunter would be a terrible pick. Remember that? He giving you ammunition. If you believe Travis Hunter gonna be good, all this is ammunition. Like, okay, yeah, I remember how you was talking about Travis. And then when he like, no, I wasn't talking about that. Now we got that shit to stream. We didn't block you. Like, it's right there. Like, I remember exactly. He said he has 17 weeks. Okay. Like,
Don't be grieving for like a month about the fact that they're taking Travis. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, just let him get his shit off right now. And then, you know, if he wrong, just remember you always got that one in the chamber. Right? Like,
he will be okay. He'll be okay.
You gonna be good, Davo. You gonna rediscover your fandom for Travis Hunter. Okay. When you see him. It's gonna be the first photo shoot. He gonna be in brown and orange. You be like, all right, yeah, it look right. But let's get into these questions. We got Q&A. We got the questions here.
The super chats, yeah, we only got 3. So this one is from Small Useless. He says, I remember when Micah Parsons was coming out, you weren't super high on him, Q. I think you had him as LB5. Would you have been higher on him if he had projected to be an edge rusher from the beginning?
Nah, I didn't see that one coming. I looked at him as a linebacker. He didn't play that much. There was very little to project. From what I hear from the people at Dallas, they didn't see it coming either. They kind of just lucked into playing him at edge, and it worked out. Nah, I ain't see that shit. I did not see the vision with Micah Parsons. I'm not creative enough to think of things like that. That is my limitation. I like to see I like the bird in hand. And that was not a bird in hand pick. That was a very hypothetical, it could work out like this kind of pick. Where were y'all at with Micah Parsons?
I mean, it's been a while, been a minute. I can't remember.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how I felt about Micah, to be completely honest with you.
No, I wasn't big on him. I remember that.
It might have been the same way I feel about Abdul.
I was not big on Micah, but I'm very much I like to see the production and game type of person.
Let's see.
All right, second super chat is from Ryan. You guys see JOK and Bria today?
I did. Shout out to JOK being there. I don't know if that means anything significant, but he's there.
Yeah. I hope we get more clarity on like what's determining his return to football. If this is he can't get clearance from a doctor standpoint thing, like, you know, because I was talking to Tyvis and he made it seem like it was more of y'all remember like when Daniel Bryan had them neck issues and nobody would clear him?
Yeah.
It seems like one of those type situations from when talking to him, but we'll see.
Yeah, because that's our voluntary workouts this week, and that's, you know, it's not mandatory. So if someone ain't there that isn't supposed to be there, I wouldn't read too much into it.
Is Miles there? You know, Jason Lloyd waiting. Is Miles there? Let me go write this negative ass article about him. Let me call my albatross to his team. Like, let me act like the best player to the team's not good. Like.
All right, this is from Alex. He said, it feels like the NFL thinks Milroe is going in the first. How good are the odds that the Browns end up in place to take him?
I'm more shaky on that than I think most people, because I think the NFL might be higher on him than like the internet is. And I wonder if there's a surprise in the draft if he's going to be it.
I think we're closer to one quarterback going in the first round than 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I think my thing is, if there's 2 quarterbacks taken, I can't talk myself into that second quarterback being Jackson Dart. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I think it's going to be Shador.
I think it's either going to be Shador or Jalen, because I can understand how somebody can make that math in their head and say, yeah, Shador is the more finished and polished prospect. But if you think Jalen has the higher floor, then you might prioritize that, especially if you don't need a quarterback to play right away. And I think these teams that have quarterbacks that might want to start their next thing are more of a threat to be that second team that drafts a quarterback than the quarterback desperate teams that would take Shador and start him. So like San Francisco, who still hasn't signed Brock Purdy to an extension, even though he's in the last year of his deal, right? They might be a team that wants to take a quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys feel like a team that desperately wants to move on from Dak Prescott, but cannot right now, right? Maybe they decide to shock everybody, go quarterback. Detroit might be more interested at quarterback than we think. Maybe the Rams might be more interested. And if you're a team that already has a starter, Shedeur sense doesn't make as much sense. It's going after Jalen because you're drafting upside at that point. So I think that's what makes me feel like there's a chance Jalen's not going to be there at 33, but Shedeur could, because once you get past 9, the priorities for the teams that are selecting that might take a quarterback can be vastly different than the teams that were in the top 10.
Yeah, man, we'll see. If Shedeur gets past the Steelers,
that's the last spot where I'm like, they need a quarterback to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, if all the quarterbacks get past Pittsburgh, then you sit at 33 and you take who you want because Jalen will be there. But if it's 2 quarterbacks taken, like if Seattle takes a quarterback, let me stop fucking with Curtis. But if Seattle takes like Jackson Dart or something like that, then it starts to change. It depends on what the motive is behind who's taking quarterback and why. We got the next one.
This is another one from Ryan. Where will you 3 be during draft night? I'll be at the Crib University at home.
No jinx them. Don't jinx Crib you. I'm gonna be on stream all day.
I will be out and about and also working.
I'll try to call Colb during my stream. Y'all can hear from Colb, and I'll try to call Curtis during the stream too. Y'all gonna hear from these motherfuckers. All right? Don't you worry.
We go pop in. We'll probably pop in towards the end.
Yeah.
Probably towards the end of the first round, not during the second pick, but yeah.
I have to reinstall Discord on my Mac.
Hey, Domo said he gonna be on stream with you.
You in my comment section harassing me.
Ooh, Jason Tatum's out.
He's been real doubtful.
Oh, with the wrist?
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit more interesting.
They're kind of low-key beat up. Like the knee thing with Jaylen Brown. Chris,
you know what I said? You know what I said to one of my friends when the playoff order got selected? I was like, low key, the Cavs kind of lucked out. Because, like, yeah, they got to play Miami, but the Celtics are probably going to have to play the Magic, who are a really physical team, and the Pistons, who are also a really physical team. And they're kind of beat up. And when your team's beat up, those are the 2 teams you really not trying to play. Not saying that they would beat the Celtics because they're not going to beat the Celtics, but they might beat you up.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a really like physical, bruised 5-game series with the Pistons or something like that. Right?
Yeah, and now like you got guys who are like limping around and shit like that.
All they got is grit.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you got threes,
might be a little dirty. It might be a little dirty too. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple cheap shots here and there. Then now it looks a little different.
Hey, that's what Isaiah Stewart's whole purpose is, right? Like, hurt somebody. Like,
that ass, like they be on that. Like,
yeah, no, they look, they embody Detroit. That is the most blue collar basketball team.
easily the most blue collar basketball team.
I like they good in the trenches. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Boston because like they've had issues having their whole unit stay healthy all season, right? Because they're just getting older. And we're not even talking about like, because like Jason Tatum, he gonna recover from whatever injuries he get more than likely, right? Jaylen Brown, he's young. But it's really like, hey, what if something happens to Drew? You know, like, and Drew can't play in the next series or something like that, right?
Or Chris Stapps.
Or Chris
You know what I'm
Stapps, right? Like some of their older players. Like look, they lose Chris Stapps and Al Horford. They got to start Luke Kennect. It's different. Like who's the white dude they bring off the bench? And Donovan Mitchell always scorches like nobody's.
Him and Darius Garland, Sam Hauser.
Oh yeah, like you got to play Sam Hauser significant minutes in the playoffs. That's a problem, right? Like, that becomes an issue. So I think that's the thing with the Boston Celtics. They got to worry about. It's like, hey, like you're older now, and you got a lot of wear and tear. They've been to the finals the last 3 years.
Something like that.
No. 3 years?
No.
No, they missed 1 year. But they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals the last 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So they've had these deep playoff runs every year. They're coming off of a long run. Keep in mind, Tatum played in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And so did I'm blanking on names horrifically today. Royce White?
Derek White.
Royce White. Good Lord. That's not who that is. Derek White was in the Olympics too. So it's like, there's a lot of wear and tear on these bodies, right? Like that's the thing with Steph. I'm like, hey, Steph been playing since July. Like, eventually that's going to show up. Bron been playing since July too, and he played a ton of minutes on that team. So there's going to be some wear and tear there eventually. I don't think Luka really had to play in the Olympics. I don't think his team.
I don't even think their team
is he Romania?
Yeah. No, they didn't qualify.
Yeah, but like Jokic, he's like 28, so he should be fine. But he was out there battling the US there too. So yeah, there's a lot of wear and tear on that Celtics team. I don't think people think about that. Like a team like the Cavs, who have nobody who was in the Olympics last year, like on any team.
Which is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Like it's kind of nuts. They didn't get anybody.
It makes sense once you think about it. Because like, well, who was Darius going to take off the team? Who was Donovan going to take off the team? Because it was like,
apparently they tried to get Mobley, and he declined.
I'm glad he did.
He was like, "Nah, I got to focus on."
Yeah, I got to focus on that jumper.
Shooting these threes. You know what I'm saying?
Put that time to use. Okay.
Like I got to focus on making these threes real quick. Unfortunately,
got to focus on this handle, right? Like he put that time to use. So yeah, I mean Mobley will eventually be on the Olympic team, but wasn't on one, and we don't got a ton of international players. So
we got one more super chat, Curtis.
Yeah, this one is from Alexander. He said Q made a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in one of the videos last week, and I was so shocked. Yu-Gi-Oh is my gateway to anime.
Whoa! I was born in 1995. Yu-Gi-Oh was like crack on the street when I was a kid. There was no Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't even associated with anime. It was just some shit everybody did was play Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, of course. I don't even think that's an anime. Yu-Gi-Oh is anime though, because it has a manga and all that shit, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I've watched anime before. I even got a Yu-Gi-Oh manga back in the day. My mom got it for me. She visited Japan, brought back the Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like big as fuck. It's like 3 volumes.
Oh yeah. Them boys used to be.
Yeah. Damn, I remember looking out like, they ain't never showed this in the show. I was like, Yu-Gi-Oh in high school? But yeah, man, Yu-Gi-Oh the shit. I fuck with it. I never got into Pokemon cards. I never got it. I never got why people found that to be fun to play.
Did you play the games?
I played the games, of course, yeah, but the Pokemon cards, hey,
I think that's why people were like got into the cards because they were playing the games.
Yu-Gi-Oh had the better card game. Pokemon had the better video games.
100%.
Yu-Gi-Oh video games are ass. Okay,
all Pokemon games are fire.
Pokemon games are fire. Yeah, I played up to Ruby and Sapphire. Was that when I was done with Pokemon? Yeah, because once they got to the DS, I got a PSP.
Man, I wish they were like officially release all the old Pokemon games.
They don't.
No, most people just play them on the emulator.
They're not like on Switch Online or something like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, like they should release all the old ones. I would literally be playing them all day.
Man, I used to play the fuck out of Pokemon.
Shit was amazing.
Me and my brother used to battle. He used to break my Game Boy every time he beat me. Get mad as hell. I'll yank the fucking cord out, run away.
Curtis, did you play Pokemon games, or is that?
Yeah,
no, Curtis is like the age of somebody who played it on the DS, right?
Yeah, I had a Game Boy. Yeah, I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Advance. I had the SP. I had a Nintendo DS. I didn't own a GameCube or a Nintendo Wii though.
Oh, you missed out on the GameCube?
My cousins had Xboxes and PlayStations. None of them were interested in GameCube. So
wait, you ain't had PSP?
Man.
I wanted one. I never got a chance to get one. I asked my mom to give me one. I never got one. So
damn.
Man, the GameCube was crazy, bro. The GameCube was crazy.
The GameCube was alright. PlayStation 2 was way better.
It was, but the GameCube exclusive games were crazy.
GameCube goes hard on emulators now, right? Because it's the best looking of that generation, and you don't have to worry about like all the limitations of being on GameCube. But I remember like because we had a CD game exchange near where my high school, near where the middle school was, not the middle school, but near Stafford Park. It was like a CD game exchange, and I remember I bought a Dreamcast one time, and then I saved up. I bought like a GameCube. And I played that shit for a while, and I was like, I understand why I did it with the console wars. Because like, once you get done with all of the Nintendo shit, it was nothing to play on that bitch.
Yeah. Once you get
the memory card thing had this weird block system.
Yeah, once you got through the exclusive games, like the Nintendo games, like they wasn't really competing with.
It's a great system to emulate on a computer, but once you actually have to go through the trials and tribulations of owning it, it's like, nah. These little tiny ass discs, like one scratch, it's over.
PS2 was special.
PS2 had it all.
It was special, man.
Mm-hmm. It was good, especially the Slim.
Man, what?
Man, look. Speaking of somebody who had to deal with divorced parents, Slim PS2 came in clutch because it was easy to pack that motherfucker to my dad's, right? Like PS3 came out, it was a bit more of a proposition to get the big ass PS3 across.
Heavy system.
Sometimes it'd be like, my mom like, you're not moving it this week. All right, we just can't bring the PS3. But you know, PS2, slap that bitch in real easy. It's the size of a game case. Like,
man, let me tell you something. When Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, whoo, it was crazy.
We lived so much different lives on these video games because, like, you were playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and I was just straight up playing Madden. Okay, like Madden, NCAA, and WWE. Like, those are the games. That was my rotation on PlayStation 2. I didn't play nothing else. And keeping the buck with you, my rotation really hasn't changed that much. It's like instead of WWE, I play Spider-Man.
Hey, no, somebody in chat said earlier, it's like, are y'all getting the Elder Scrolls 4 remake? I was like, brother, I downloaded that hours ago. I downloaded that shit as soon as I saw it came out. I was like, oh,
we are like the polar opposite of interest in video games because I'm like, Cole plays all the games. I'm like, man, who wants to play that? And it's like, oh, Cole got it downloaded on his shit. I imagine if I was a kid, I went over to Cole's house. He's like, yeah, I got PlayStation. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? you ain't got Crash Team Racing?
Like, no.
Where are your party games at? Like,
who the fuck is playing Crash Team Racing?
Did you have a sibling? You didn't have a sibling though, right?
No.
So yeah, that's the difference. Because I had to play games you had to share. You got to let two people play at a time. It's like all these choices I make sense when you think about that.
I ain't sharing shit. I'm trying to play games to keep me entertained.
I ain't get into single player games until my brother left the house. That's when I finally got to play Uncharted. Because back then too, like they fuck with your save file or like you don't get your. We had to share like one memory card, and then like if my brother wanted to start a new franchise mode. He just deletes shit off the memory. It's just painful, dog.
No, Fred just said I can't do Elder Scrolls. I be down the rabbit hole for real, like lost for days, bro. Like you don't understand because I started playing Skyrim because I never played it when it actually came out. I was playing that game for like days straight, bro. I was like, nah, bro, I can't keep doing
the
this.
clock has not struck 2 hours. 2 hours since when the stream started. When we got on screen, I got 5 minutes 26 seconds left.
Hey, small useless bread. See, you were supposed to just be cool. We could have got there. You could have been cool. We were supposed to be cool.
Yeah, I was about to get wrapped up into this Skyrim conversation, but you just reminded me that it's about time to end the show. But shout out to all my video gamers, all my people out there, all my steel toe gang people, everybody in the Union gang, all that shit. All that. I'm Quincy. This is Cole. Curtis. Y'all got any parting words?
Clap it up for Curtis, man. Make sure you clap it up for Curtis. Clap it up for Curtis, man. Clap it up for Curtis, man. I'm proud of us. We didn't touch the Shannon Sharp stuff at all. Very proud of us.
And I have made a firm decision that ain't none of my business.
Proud of us.
Who are my 100 prospects? Subscribe to my main channel. You might find out, Ryan.
Bro, small useless bad. Really, he really killed it, bro. I was like, "Dang, we almost there. We almost there."
See, look, he must have been an only child too, because that's when you have siblings, you understand when you just gotta let it ride. Mom might forget. Don't say nothing. Mom forgot we was on punishment. Don't say nothing.
I was trying to get to the Skyrim conversation. I was like, "Oh, this is an easy 15 minutes."
Oh yeah. He's trying to get me on a tangent, start making me yell about shit. Oh, it was this close. I almost had to watch Solo Leveling, but that's not the world we live in today. I'm Quincy for Q and Colb. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. 3 minutes and 32 seconds left. Bye.